Hey, how's it going? It's your Dungeon Master, Dan Thompson here once again. This has been quite the few weeks, I don't mind telling you. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to the show so far. If you haven't subscribed, then what are you waiting for? Go and do it. Don't just stream it. Subscribe to it. Otherwise, you might miss an episode. I guarantee you, if you miss an episode, it's going to be the one where Scott finally passes a sense motive check. And you don't want to miss that. That's going to be like groundbreaking. We'd also really love to hear your thoughts and your questions, anything like that. Drop us an email, dangerclubpodcast@gmail.com. We read every email we get. iTunes reviews as well. I know we've talked about them, but they are the lifeblood of a young podcast like ours. So if you've got the time, please go and leave us one. We will love you forever. Okay, let's check back with those damn carnies, find out what's going on. It's episode 6.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
I've been stabbed!
Try this on first, Sage, you grey bastard!
Swear to me! We're part of the Nizku tribe. We were hired to take them from here and give them...
To who?
To Kenneth and Onami.
Kenneth?
If your crimes grow, then perhaps you will live through this experience.
I did it! I killed him! Woo! Fulton!
We have much to do. The adventure continues now.
Vocal warm up.
What was the Anchorman one?
Good.
Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
So wait till we hit record to do that.
I love that.
The arsonist had oddly shaped feet.
I'd like to start this episode off by having a little shout out to some of the music that we've been using so far in the show, because we've had some amazing music in some of the episodes. You probably hear it. You might be hearing some right now. We don't know. We do it in post. I want to send a thank you to Johann's. Colin doesn't.
We all do it.
We all contribute by cheering Colin on and saying,
Well done, Colin.
Why is it
Keep
not
going,
done yet?
Colin.
Isn't it really easy?
Colin.
You find the music, I
do.
Sometimes.
Thank you, Johannes Bornlove, Mattia Capelli, Darren Curtis, Kevin Macleod, and Ross Bugden for our main theme. You can find
Kevin Macleod.
Lovely Kevin Macleod. You can find all their stuff on YouTube. There's some amazing stuff that you can find there. If you're running your own Pathfinder game, your own D&D campaign, any kind of role-playing game, have a look on YouTube for soundscapes for it, because there are some great things there. You can just play them, and they'll make your game way better. So let's find out what smooth sounds we'll be playing during this week's episode, because things are picking up for the Danger Club, which I think is what we're calling you guys now.
Yeah, someone said it, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
It was.
Who said that?
Carago.
I did.
Yeah, he went, I feel like some sort of club or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe we're danger.
That's a
pretty good impression.
That was uncanny, James.
One of those
skills.
was me, was Colin, so it's weird.
Caragor took a punt on that. There's a reason for that.
Why?
Oh. Guess we'll find out in character, guys. In Carag. No, wait, it's in there somewhere.
And it begins.
2 minutes in, and this bollocks has started. Caragor, Scott, have you got, aka Wolfgang, do you have something you want to shout out?
Thanks, yes I do. I just want to say a big thanks to the people who have been stocking our flyers and our posters. That is Lou at Forbidden Planet. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Sticking our posters up in there. If you are in the
Big up
London
Lou.
area,
Big
up Lou and Forbidden Planet.
Central London Forbidden Planet, it's their 40th birthday this year, so they're going to be putting in a lot of tabletop gaming supplies and things you might need going forward with Pathfinder and, like Dan said, D&D, things like that. So do check them out, and you'll see our posters in there. It's really exciting.
I used to go to Forbidden Planet when I was a tiny child. That was where I started my comic book journey as a tiny child, buying all of the Demon and Lobo comics. So yeah, felt pretty special seeing
Sheriff
that stuff
Lobo.
No, just Lobo the Last Carnisian.
Yeah, you know the big black and white guy.
I don't really know who Sheriff Lobo is, so...
Yeah, so it's a joke that's not going to work, is it?
There you go, you made it work. Just
it's out there now, do you know what I mean? Again, as...
in failure, you succeed.
Yeah, so...
As with episode 4, that was a Simpsons joke, so...
We love Simpsons. They were going on running things. Thank you, Forbidden Planet, seriously, and everyone.
Yeah.
So and also Paul down at Orbital Comics as well for taking our flyers as well, also prepping us and putting out loads of good stuff. Just want to say thank you to those guys in particular. Thanks, thank you very much.
There was a lot of P's in that sentence. I wanted you to do it really quickly.
Well, you know what they say. I'm all about
and properly Paul. I don't know what you said. It was great. Yeah. Should we rewind it?
No, I'm all about making peas, not war.
And just on that, I'd like to say thanks to Orcs Nest as well, a great Central London stockist of board games who also are stocking on flyers. Thanks to the lovely people there. So it's great work, guys.
Basically, thank you to a lot of gaming shops that are within public transport distance of where we live. Sorry we've been bothering you so much. Thank you so much for supporting us. And thank you, guys, everyone who's listening. This is the first record we've done since the podcast has been live, and it is insane how many people have suddenly picked this up and have been downloading it in the few days that it has been live, and have been commenting and have been coming back to us about it. That is fantastic. Please keep just telling people and getting more people involved in this to listen to this ridiculousness, and maybe we'll start making puns. We can't promise it. I'm so judgy. They're literally in the episode title. I'm making puns in the none of us are going to stop doing this.
We all have a bit of punishment, don't we?
Oh, let's have an adventure, please. Let's have just an adventure. Oh,
good clean pun.
So when we left off last time, you had just finished investigating the locked box, the pawn shop in the heart of Ilsurian, which belongs to Archivin Walder, a man who you know has been murdered, whose murder you are investigating. You found some interesting stuff there. You found the signs that it had been ransacked. Some people had come in and stolen a whole load of stuff from it. And then down in the vault, in the bottom of it, you found two creatures called Rogi and Zakar, who were skulks, like colour-changing, chameleon-like creatures who seemed to have been interrupted and have been captured while trying to rob the vault. They'd been left behind by the other skulks that had been robbing the place. You interrogated them quite forcefully and weirdly and fatally. They are both dead. Neither of them survived.
What are you talking about?
Oopsie.
I thought it was pretty standard way of interrogating.
But you found a few interesting things. You found that they are working they're part of a tribe called the Nisku, who live somewhere out in the lake. You know that they were told that the place would be empty, and they were given a key for it. So somebody knew that this place was going to be empty. And you know that their contacts are other skulks, two skulks called Kemoth and Unami. So you were trying to decide what you were going to do about the two of those, and coming up with various hilarious versions of their names. And then you stepped outside and were told by Martin with Four Ends that a fight had broken out up at the carnival. And we left off there with you deciding what you were going to do. And so that is where we're going to pick it up for today. You are all standing in the street. There are a number of people running through Ilsurian up to the main road that goes up to the carnival. And you can see a small crowd is beginning to gather up on the carnival grounds themselves. There does seem to be something going on there. What would you like to do?
There's a fight, lads.
Maybe there's some danger we can quell.
Oh, what? You want to quell it? Surprisingly verbose of it, that was.
I know, I picked it up on a shop window. There was like a pamphlet for quelling.
Well, it's like you want to be in some sort of club.
Let's go and quell the fuck out of this danger.
Let's go! But What about Murder? I was very excited about Murder.
Yeah, right, we can come to that. Murder's he's still dead. We can come back and investigate that and sort that fight out.
Do you not understand that the trail will go cold?
No, well.
Yes, the trail of murder goes cold. Have you never tried to discover murder before?
Never in my life. Ever.
Never in your life?
Nope, never. I usually cause them, actually.
What? You cause them?
Well, I've done before. Anyway, this is by the by. Let's go and solve this immediate danger.
Hey, let's go.
All right.
All right.
I agree.
You decide to do some.
Thanks, MC. Thanks.
Decide to do some quelling. So you dash off up the street past a shop with a sign in it that very clearly says quilts. Up the road and up to the carnival, kind of following the crowds, really. Most of them are already up there. What you find there is a scene of anger. Several of the townsfolk are gathered around on the edges of the carnival. It's still fairly early in the day, so the carnival isn't officially open yet. Standing between the carnival and them, you are two people you recognise. There is Nathi Van Koot, who ran Nathi Van Koot, who was the guy who ran the King of the Carnival exhibition. Big, strong Ulfin guy. He's standing holding the mallet, and next to him is Dennis the Guard, who you've had multiple run-ins with, much to Dennis's chagrin. Both of them have, he has a club drawn, Nathi has his hammer in his hand, and the two of them are standing in front of an angry crowd who are shouting. A few of them have swords drawn, a couple of the others have just improvised weapons, clubs, things like that they seem to have found, and there's a lot of pushing and shouting. Nathi and Dennis appear to be trying to calm the crowd down, or at least get them to back away from the circus. What would you like to do?
Kaz fucking loves Dennis, doesn't he?
Yeah. So, I mean, he's a good mate. What were you implying there? Seemed pretty...
No, I'm just saying that, like, I remember you liked him.
Yeah, he's a nice fella. Does his job well. Respectable, decent.
This is weird because Kaz is talking to Colin right now.
I've come out of the microphone. There's just a half-orc face in the middle of this table right now.
It's fucking awesome, I must say. It's like...
I can't. Is that your? Sometimes when you're, I don't know if you're doing your rage voice.
No, see, I'm not. See, sorry, I'm getting confused myself now.
Was that your character voice?
Where are we?
Kinda, yeah.
Sounded like your Uxbridge voice.
Yeah, well, they're very similar, mate. Do you know what I mean? Anyway.
I think we should probably ask some of the villagers what they're so angry about.
No, fuck that. I'm going straight to Dennis. Dennis, mate. Hey, Dennis, come on. Dennis, what's going on here? There must be some kind of logical explanation.
You start pushing your way through the crowd to try and get to the front to where the guards are. As you get close to it, you hear Dennis just go, "Oh shit!" Nathi is calling out, "Everyone, please stand down! Everyone, just back away from the carnival, and I'm sure we can talk about what is happening here." Dennis is like, "We don't need you here, half-orc. You're going to make things worse. You're just going to say something weird."
Why are you talking to my friend like that?
Oh god, he's here as well.
That's not very nice.
You're all just bursting out.
Not Shania. Shania is hanging around on the edges. In fact, Shania has found a likely villager who looks extremely angry, and placed her hand gently upon the shoulder of said villager, and looked down into the villager's eyes. I don't know what. She's on the edges of the rim of villagers. So a rim of villagers. On the villager's rim.
Village rim.
That's where Shania likes it.
Soon.
On the village rim.
Idris Elba won't be in that one.
A really bad parody of Pacific Rim. It's really good.
Today we are cancelling the fate.
And we're taking on the ducks.
Carry on.
Good. Yeah, thanks.
Sorry,
it's a wonderful image. Yeah, she's taken herself. She hasn't followed all the rest of the guys in to speak to Dennis and whoever the other guys are. She's found a likely villager on the edge and gently placed her hand upon this villager's shoulder and look down at them, probably menacingly. She doesn't mean it to be, but it probably is menacingly. Who is this villager?
This villager is a 6'3" man with a shaved head, who looks like he's does manual labour. He has tattoos up his arms, and he's holding a shovel in his hand as some kind of improvised weapon. As soon as you put your hand on him, he knocks it away and turns around to look at you and goes, "What are you doing?"
I'm wondering why it is you're so angry.
Everyone, this one's touching me. There's another one of them over here. Several of the crowd move towards you.
Can we hear?
Yeah, you can hear some of the people start to move away from the circus towards Shania, towards Gary.
Fulton goes over to Shania.
Okay.
What's going on? What's happening?
Nothing. I'm wondering what is making all these villagers so angry. And now look, they're angry at me.
This hooded man just tried to pinch me.
What?
Did you?
Dear. I was not trying to pinch. I was placing a hand gently upon your shoulder and inquiring as to why you were seeing so angry.
I ain't seen you around town. You're one of them Varisians, aren't you?
Look, I think we all just got off on the wrong foot here. Let's calm down.
You stay out of this, freak.
Yes.
What'd you just call me?
These people are trying to bleed the town dry. We heard about the murder.
Excuse me.
What?
Don't talk to my friend that way.
Hey.
Please. There's no need for all this aggression. This is merely a misunderstanding. We think, yeah?
It's a misunderstanding. Someone's dead, mate. Someone's dead, and they're robbing the town. That's what's happened. Everyone here has had something stolen from them this morning. They've been going through our pockets while we've been out.
What have you had stolen?
They're bleeding the town dry.
What have you had stolen,
doing.
good sir?
I've had stolen 4 gold pieces.
Wait, mate, hang on.
That's my wages for the week, that is. That's feeding my family.
We'll get you your wages back.
You earn 4 gold pieces a week?
Yeah, I earn 4
Here you go, have 4 gold pieces.
What is this soul roll that you've got? Eventually you're going to run out. This well is going to run fucking dry, Wolf Fulton. What's the matter with you?
Well, I just... Actually, no, you are a bastard to me, so I'm going to take it back, sorry.
He giveth and he taketh away. Alright, no, listen, hey, what's your name, fella? Pascal. Get your 4 gold pieces back, alright? We know there's been...
Yeah, what about all these other gold pieces? What about all the families here? What can't eat because these Varisians are coming over and taking all our money?
Just got to let me finish the sentence there, Pascal. So that's what you got to do. See that? We know there's been thieves around here. We know there's been a murder. We're actually on the case of both, aren't we, lads?
Yeah, we're trying to solve it.
Is that what we're doing?
I was just about to tell you, yes, exactly.
So we know there's been a murder. We're out on the case, actually. We're about to go investigate it. And also, the thieves, we actually got good leads on that as well, haven't we? We're about to go see the perpetrators.
We've got good leads. Yes.
I imagine your leads are pretty good, actually.
Thank you.
It's all right, mate.
I've been working on them.
Yeah, all right.
This relationship's getting even more weird.
The crowd continue to grip their weapons. Dennis and Nathi look nervous. Caragor, go ahead and make a diplomacy check.
Oh shit, I didn't commit to it that much.
To try and diffuse this situation.
18.
18.
Yeah.
The crowd look to one another as if each of them is looking to who is going to make the first move on the group of you, but nobody does. Pascal kind of looks at each other. You've got to understand, we've got nothing here. We're farmers and we're foresters. That money they've taken, that's meant to feed us.
Alright, how about this then? You take a gold piece from me for now. That's the token of my promise to you that we'll solve this case. You take that and be at peace for now. I understand you're angry, but we'll solve this because we're the Danger Club. Although I think might be called the Danger Quelled.
I think club's more.
Is it?
No,
Yes.
I like Danger Quellers.
People.
We're still working on a name.
That's a terrible name.
Pascal.
Anyway,
I don't know if you've got any suggestions.
We're crowdsourcing it.
I'll send some in.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I place a hand on Pascal's chest.
Stop
and
touching
say,
him, you
"What are
weirdo."
Touching him.
Jesus.
She's very touching.
So, now you are feeling better, yes?
You got 6 gold pieces.
He grips his shovels tighter again, and takes your hand again and pulls it away from his body.
Flirty.
So there are There are about 10 villagers here, so it's going to take, if you're going to give all of them a gold piece, it's 10 gold pieces between you that you're
Oh no, I was only
This
talking-
is fine.
I was only
I have a
talking
gold
Pascal.
piece for each of them. This is okay. All of the villagers, you may take 1 gold piece from me as part of the promise, yeah? Here we go. One for all of you.
How you doing there, Velda? You're looking a bit sick there. You're looking a bit sickly.
Sick. Why?
What, we have to appease the situation immediately, and apparently
You
we've
didn't
all
appease me, did you?
No, we've all got gold to spare, though.
You also
Yeah,
have
I've got
gold
like
now,
144
don't you?
gold
Yes, you
pieces.
do.
Well-
104 gold pieces.
Hey.
You have 104, don't you? Like
Well,
the
you've
rest
got
of
money.
us, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Velda,
Yes.
give Peas a chance.
No. I won't give Peace a chance, and I'm not going to give anybody money.
You're a bit grumpy, aren't
Yeah.
A little bit, yes.
Do we still need to find his gold? Can we just...
No, I think maybe this is not
you? Oh no, we're solving a murder now. Sorry.
You haven't paid us though. You're paying us from the gold that
Well,
we're
I'll pay
trying
you
to
for the
find.
gold. We'll try and find. You could have given me anyway.
How much gold are you willing to give us?
What? I'll give you any gold.
No. How much was the deal previously?
Oh, 1 gold.
No, it was 10 gold pieces each.
It was not.
Yes, it was.
It was 10 gold pieces each, I'm sure of it.
Are the villagers just standing watching us bicker about gold?
The villagers are taking their gold from
Yeah.
from
One
Shania.
for you,
And,
one for you, one for you, and for you. I do a little whoop on the nose of some of them.
They
You're like the Oprah in this world.
It's for you, one for you.
the crowd begin to disperse, but looking back angrily at the carnival as they go. This has not solved any core problems here. They are still angry, but they are, for the moment, trusting you to solve what is going on. But you get a real sense of tension in the air. Once they start to make their way down, Dennis steps forward. I wish I'd given him a better name now. He's a recurring character.
Dennis is a
but-
great name.
Hello to all the Dennises out there. Dennis steps forward and says, "Thank you. Thank you.
You see, we make headway, yes?
You're welcome, mate. I got you, fam.
That could have turned very nasty.
Could have done. Any news from the carnival?
I don't know. They all came storming up here this morning, demanding to get in.
So what have they had stolen?
They say money. It wasn't us. I don't think so.
Very quick to say it wasn't you.
Yes. How do we know it wasn't you?
We're not thieves.
Lads, we know we've just met a pair of actual thieves who have been stealing from around this area.
This is
Hey,
true. We have no reason to believe that the carnival is behind any of this at all.
Yeah, come on, it's probably the skulks.
They said that there was
I
a
would believe
murder.
this. In fact, I have a theory that I have been working on. If you would wish to hear it, would
You've got a Siri.
a theory.
What's a Siri?
I
Is
have
it like a burn?
Theory.
I think he means
I don't get it.
theory.
Yes, this one over here. This man, he says it's right. Yes, a theory. So, this is maybe what I'm thinking, okay? That perhaps the skulks, these people, they are trying to frame the carnival people because they think that it will be easy and that the villagers will turn on them. And look, it is working! We must find these people out and dig out the darkness from in them.
Aye, I think that's a good idea, you know.
Pretty solid, actually,
Yeah.
Gary.
I mean, hold on.
You're pretty happy today as well.
Thank you very much, yes. Oh, I'm in a good mood when there's murder about. I like murder.
Yes. Just on that. How do you plan to dig out their darkness?
I have my base.
Yeah, I can imagine. I
Yes.
can imagine some of those ways. I reckon you like core and apple, isn't it, Gary?
I don't know what this core is, or the apples.
You've never seen an apple in your life. Would you come from underground or something? What? You heir to some kind of underground? What?
Nothing.
Was that yes?
Can I make a perception check?
On what? Exactly.
Just because he said shush.
Yeah.
Because sorry,
You just going around?
Gary said shush. I'm very inquisitive.
Yeah, no, it's good.
MZ
I like
is
that.
very
It-
inquisitive.
It wasn't a shush, by the way. It was a. It was more like
I heard
hiss.
shush.
it was a hiss, but MZ heard it.
MZ heard a
By the way, I
shush.
think
I'll let
mouse
you,
the same thing, doesn't it?
Not perception. I'll let you make a sense motive
All right,
check
okay, a sense motive.
to
I'll
see
take
if
that.
you can get a sense of why why she or he is reacting like that. They,
Okay, so my sense mode.
whatever chosen pronoun
all right,
Gary
okay.
Shania has.
It's 15.
A 15. Okay, there you go. So 15. Yeah, you've got a bit of a sense of how the reaction that was.
Yeah, but so that reaction was because he had very rightly found he was correct in saying that I come from the underground. I don't want people to know that. And the best way that I could deflect it was by hissing at that moment.
And that's why, because I listened to the conversation. Yeah. Well, M listened to the conversation of him saying you're underground, and then you.
And then I hissed, and I think you probably worked out. I'm not up for that.
Yeah, so you might like, it's not, sense motive isn't mind reading, so you don't know exactly that. But like, you've got a sense that whatever that was really fucking riled Gary up, and Gary is not down for talking about where he's from.
Oh, Gary.
Got a little thing going, haven't you, about picking up on other people's stuff? I like that. Man. It's a nice little trait of Z's character. He's just there in the background, always watching, always there.
He's like Donnie Brasco, reading the papers in the corner.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with...
And that turned out well, right? That Donnie Brasco.
There's nothing wrong with living underground anyway. My ancestors came from underground.
Do you know who you're talking to, mate?
Yeah.
Half orc.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we fought you bastards for ages.
Fought you what there?
Bastard. I was trying to censor myself because there's a little kid there. You're right, little laddie.
Don't deflect.
Bastard. Says a little kid.
Don't.
He runs off back to town, just going bastard, bastard, bastard.
Don't deflect your racism into tiny little mouthy.
No, I'm alright. You've been alright actually. You know, I'm growing to like you. To be honest with you.
Well, I'm glad. I liked you from the off. I didn't need to sense your character or anything like that. But I'm glad.
You never know.
And found able and willing. That's good to know. I'm being passive aggressive, by the way.
What's that?
Never mind.
I'm just aggressive all the time.
Speaking of which,
should we go and check out this village?
What village? Are we in a beer tent?
I think we should go. I think we should go and see the skulks.
Should we go get some drinks vouchers?
Hang on, wait. No, good. Yes, that. She's
skulks. We must go and look for the skulks.
I'm with you.
Try and find out what's missing in case we end up, I don't know, taking out the entire village of skulks and then having us a load of loot so we can distribute back.
This is a good idea, yeah.
Z goes to pat Gary on the back and then stops.
Okay.
From doing so.
Probably wise.
When he said, I'm with you, he was just about to do that. And then he stopped.
So,
let's go outside the city.
No, wait, who's the other fella standing with Dennis?
The other fella is Nathi, who runs one of the carnival stalls.
Alright, Nathi, how's it going?
You're truly the king of the carnival.
What? He didn't do anything.
I am.
He didn't do anything. That was the rest of us that did that.
No, it was me.
No, you didn't.
I offered my 4 gold pieces to the fella.
And then you attracted them because you thought he was a dickhead.
Yeah, well, it's a thought that counts.
This is the trouble with dwarfs, you see. Always taking the gold.
Could
when the people are not...
Just stop being racist about everyone's races. Like, come on, lads. What's going on here? I feel like we've got a bit, ooh. What's going on, eh?
I'm with you, and then I do pat Carragher on.
Can we high five?
No high fives.
I've been told we're not allowed to high five.
We've talked about this.
Podcast rule.
Yeah, we're not allowed to high five. I am distraught, deeply distraught.
It's surprisingly difficult.
Also, Drum, watch out for going right up to the mic and going...
Oh, you mean like podcast? Yeah, right.
That's just as bad.
One more time.
That's like just one below the high five.
I can put that as number 2 on Bad Rules.
Anyway, happy editing. Oh, it's me. Okay, yeah. Carry on. What were we doing?
Nothing. Do you know what exactly what was taken from the villagers? Did they tell you? Or were they just screaming incoherently?
They were just shouting and throwing things and saying that they'd been robbed. They said purses mostly, so I would assume it's gold, or coppers, or whatever they have.
Right.
Many of them only have the coppers, yeah.
It's very sad, but I mean, I know I haven't been robbing anyone. I've been mending the King of the Carnival machine after he broke it with incredible strength.
Have you fixed it?
No, not yet. That's how strong you are, Fulton.
I am pretty strong.
So you were saying that you haven't robbed anything, but you've been trying to fix this machine for a long time.
Yes, that's exactly what I just said.
Sense motive.
Okay, go ahead.
17.
You get a sense that he's telling the truth.
I nod approvingly back at the others.
You can see he has oil smeared on his hands from where he's clearly been working.
What's your name again, Oily?
Nothing.
Nathi Van Coot.
Oh yes, Nathi. Thank you, everyone.
Sorry.
Nathi, you're a good man.
I like Oily, so this is a good name. Can we rename you?
Yes.
Is
He's
this
now
thing?
he's now known as Oily.
Oh, lovely. Hello, Oily.
Oily, have you seen Travis lately? We don't really need to speak to him, but
He's probably up in the. He's probably up somewhere around near the Midway.
Or do we need to
We're
speak
near
to
the
him?
beer tents.
No, I think
and
we should just
everything
go
is.
outside the city and try and find these skulks.
Let's go to Scotland.
What city we in?
But surely we need to know
Cassillian.
some idea of where we are looking for them. We can't just walk out and then go, oh, magically find the skulks.
Maybe Travis
Aye,
knows.
we need a
Ah,
tracker.
yes. Perhaps this...
Travis knows a lot about this area. Let's go and find Travis.
I'm a bit wary about going to find Travis, lads.
Does
We
he?
are-
I don't think he does. He follows the carnival.
Yeah, we threatened him and beaten him up and,
Yes.
threatened him some
He'll
more.
probably
So
We
Right.
only kidnapped him a little bit. He's fine.
Why don't we just go outside and just say, here is Skulky, Skulky, Skulky.
Because that's stupid.
I quite like it, though.
I quite like it as well, actually. It's got a sort of dumb appeal.
Yeah, skulky.
Well,
No, wait,
no,
actually,
no.
wait. We'll just go see the Scourge fella. He's head of security, and so he'll know where any supposed enemies of the carnival are, so he's probably got a good idea of where they are.
Well,
Hey,
I
that'd be a
don't know.
good
Well, didn't the
idea.
old lady say that everyone knows about the skulks?
Who, Agnes?
So surely they know where they are. She said they're normally pests, and they don't do anything
She
apart from go through
did say
bins.
that, yes,
Yes.
Good shout, yeah, go on. So we
Intelligence
could ask anybody then, effectively. Hey, Oily.
Hello.
You respond to it.
Just word's gone around the carnival that it's best just to agree.
So, do you know where the Skulk Village is?
What's a skulk?
Ah, right.
Yeah, so
see.
he's not in the village. We can ask the village.
Yeah, but I mean, temporarily they're housed nearby to the village.
But they're a moving carnival. Should ask the village.
Oh, they're based.
We should ask
the
somebody. Yeah,
village.
you're right. We should
Let's
ask
go to
somebody.
the, like the guards or something and ask.
I think I'm sobering
Alright.
up. I'm starting to get my
Yeah, I'm
brain
pretty
back.
sober
Yeah.
now.
We could go to tavern.
Come then, let's
Let's go to the
village.
local tavern.
Oh,
And speak to someone in the local tavern.
Yes.
They'll tell us about the skulks. Good. Skulks.
All right.
Sell
So
skulks.
off we go. Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
To the nearest tavern. Huzzah!
So
High
you
five.
make.
Caragor goes, but he goes singing, here, Skulky.
It's more like this. Skulky, Skulky.
MZ,
Skulky.
MZ walks off singing "We love you, Oily, we do" in a football style. Even though he doesn't know what football is.
By some miracle, you do not find the skulks by just singing a skulky song. However, you get the sense that Nathi feels you do love him, so there is some use to the music. Okay, you head down into the town and back to Benevic's tavern, where Fulton and M, you have been living while you've been in town. And you start asking around.
Wait, before you go in, what's the door like to the tavern?
The door is made of wood.
Does it swing open normally?
It does swing open normally,
carry on.
as opposed to like opening like a Star Trek door.
I didn't know if it's like a handle that you have to pull down and then push in, or if it just swings in of its own accord.
Weirdly, the Murder Smart module guide is unspecific on the kind of doorknob on the tavern in town.
So tell us, what do you think it is?
I think it's a turn. I think it's a full-on knob. I think it's a
big knob.
I think it's a medium size.
A full turn, medium sized knob.
Full turn, medium size knob.
Girthy? Is it girthy?
Yeah, it would be
whole
like
handful.
it's maybe a sort of like a challenge rating 1 knob.
Is it
so
double
not
handed?
like it's not like a sort of a peasant knob. It's a
So it's quite brassy then.
it is. There's a little brassiness to it, but it's seen better
do you need
days.
two
It's had
hands
quite
or one hand?
It looks
So
like it's been over buffed and
Yeah.
It hasn't been
polished a
polished
lot.
in a while.
yeah, not for a little while.
Right, sure.
What colour is
Needs
it?
a good polishing.
It is a sort of greenish colour. It looks
Okay.
like
dear.
Caragor,
burnished.
green knob.
Twist the knob,
Okay.
and then stands back and kicks the door in.
Okay, go ahead and make
It's an open outie.
Go ahead and make a disable device to check. 12. You turn the knob the wrong way, and then turn it the right way, and open the door. You didn't need to make a roll for that, but since we're adding layers, you turn the knob and then kick the door open. People kind of half look up and then go back to their drinks.
God, worth it.
Wow.
All I wanted to do. All right, so anybody know where the Skulk Village is?
go ahead and...
Here, scallop, scallop.
If everybody else could sing that while I do this.
Oh my god. You start...
we love you, Oily. We do. We love you, Oily. I'm just still doing that.
Go ahead and make a diplomacy check to ask around the tavern to try and find...
Who's going to run out?
Should we all do that?
I think we should.
I think maybe.
So we're all
based
asking,
on based on Caragor's roll that just then. I think maybe you all should.
That's a 1,
so we're
folks.
all doing it. Okay.
14 for Fulton.
It's a 4 for Velda. In keeping.
Can I roleplay that one as I kicked in the door, asked that question, and then immediately dropped to the ground holding my ankles?
Yes.
What are we rolling for again?
To ask around the town to find. It's a diplomacy check.
This is D&D.
5 seconds ago. 5 seconds.
I know.
Are we doing diplomacy? Not.
Sorry. 13.
Sorry, I'm.
If anyone's got knowledge local, you can just straight up roll it to see if you know where you think you might find things.
Knowledge local.
I do have knowledge local.
Go ahead then. You can make a knowledge local check.
I shall make a knowledge local check.
Okay. See what you know about the area and what might be useful.
That would be a 20.
A 20.
You got +8 to knowledge.
Yes, I do.
It's very clever.
Is it a
very,
perception
very
check
clever.
or diplomacy?
It's a diplomacy
Sorry,
check.
my mistake. Diplomacy, 23 I've got.
23.
Yeah.
Okay. So, those of you who got, on your diplomacy at least, who got over 12, you managed to, while the barman is adding Caragor's picture to the list of people who are barred from the barman. Kicking the door. There's just loads of dents in the bottom of the door from people who've tried it over the years. He's having none of it. The rest of you ask around, and you manage to find out a little more information about skulks. It's known that they live not far, probably somewhere to the east, but no one's sure exactly where. And that they come into town to at night to steal bits of rubbish and generally be a nuisance, but they're not thought to be dangerous. Everyone thinks it's a bit gross that you'd be looking for them. It's like if you were asking where you might go to find sewer rats in town. Everyone thinks it's a bit weird that you're trying to find them.
What? Bits of rubbish?
Yes.
Literally bits of rubbish?
Yeah, as in they rifle through bins, they rifle through garbage
Oh,
things for bits of food.
So they're like the Wombles.
Yes, they are exactly.
Chameleon Wombles.
I have
Fantastic.
them clearly in my mind.
They're
now.
exactly
Grey
like
Wombles.
the Wombles. Get that in your mind, and then go back and listen to last week's episode
they
where
live in the-
Fulton
they live
buries
in-
an axe in one of their faces.
They kind of live in the swamps, don't they?
They live. It's not really swamps. It's on the banks of the lake, which Ilsurian is built on a river that runs down into a lake, and they live sort of to the east along the banks of the lake somewhere. That's what they think. Fishermen have kind of seen them in that general area. Velda, you know instinctively, without having to ask anyone around because of your knowledge, local check, what skulks are, what they do, that they steal things. You've seen a few of them around the carnival. Sometimes they come into the winding market, try and steal little bits of things that you find. You also know the person who is most likely to have a good idea of the lay of the land around here, to have a good idea of seeing things in the area. And you're not going to like this, is Fardine the Panotti. Because he often flies around the area when the carnival pulls into town and has a pretty good idea of the lay of the land.
Okay, so Velda, I presume we're all sat around a table.
You
now,
are,
aren't you?
yes. Yeah.
Velda would just like to lean forward and say, yes, so I think the person we have to speak to would be Farty, who we last saw crying and flying away, because he's flown all over the area. He'll know where the place is.
Oh, Farty.
Farty, yes. He didn't like us last time he left, didn't he? Was he crying?
He was crying a bit.
Big Farty,
The grey man, yeah?
The grey man
Yeah.
who we made cry.
Oh,
yes.
wonderful. Good. We can make him cry again, then, yes?
No. He needs to tell us where the camp is.
Aye, so we kind of need to go there and apologise to him, probably, because he probably doesn't like us.
Well, come on now. Who was mean to him?
Well, I mean inadvertently,
everybody.
we were all a bit mean to him.
I don't remember any mean.
We
That's
all
a dog,
laughed at
really.
his name when he said Fatty.
I did try and make
I mean,
amends.
Fardine, sorry.
I mean, Farty's a good shortening of that.
Well, let's not call him that. We've already got a nickname going. We call that fella Oily. So let's not call. When we call.
So what would we call the grey man?
Call him by his name. Call him by his name.
Fardeen.
Yeah, Fardeen.
Fardeen. Okay, this is good.
I mean, you're still saying farting.
Fardeen.
It's just Gary's accent, isn't it, Gary?
Yes, just the accent.
Where are you from, Gary?
Why would you want to ask me this?
No, just curious.
Wish to know more about me,
No.
then you will have to talk to me in much nicer terms than this. We'll talk later.
Gary, can we find your real name? Can we have your real name?
I don't want it.
Your name?
I think I'd like to know your real name.
Why
is Gary not good?
Why are you so sure that that's not his real name?
Because he said
we made it up the other day.
He said you named
gave
him.
Yeah.
You literally so we know it's.
Did you have a lot of yak's milk yesterday?
Mate, I had so much fucking yak's milk. I'm gonna make a cocktail. I'm gonna put in yak's milk and ferment it, and I believe that's the process for such a thing.
That's the drink.
You just ferment the yaks. That's all you do. So you let it go to the mold, and then you drink it down.
I see we're getting around the point of you not telling us your name, Gary.
Are you going to call it a
What
yakkery?
name? I'm Gary.
Okay, Gary, let's go find the.
Yes, it's a farting.
Farty.
Good.
So, fella, where do we find Fardeen?
Oh yes.
You turn back to the guy who's been sat at your table the entire time, just trying to eat his breakfast.
Sorry, fella.
Lunch, it would be by now. Who?
Fardeen, you know the guy with the big ears, the grey guy.
He's a grey man.
No, he's part of the carnival, I think.
Are you pissed?
Probably. It's 90%.
A man with big ears.
Aye.
You want to know where a man with big ears is?
Aye.
Yes.
Who is this that you're talking to?
Yeah, what's your name, sir?
My name's Alexander.
How's your breakfast, Alexander?
I mean, it's all right.
Can I have this sausage?
No, it's my sausage.
It's a big sausage you got there.
You do like this sausage.
You all just came and sat at my table, and we're talking amongst yourselves, and now you're just addressing me like I know who any of you are.
Tell us where Farty is, or I'm taking the fucking sausage.
Whoa.
You can't take the man's sausage.
Calm down.
Shall I make
Make an intimidate check?
It's the moral compass.
The only goodly character in the group.
Okay.
Once that rage sets in,
it's 14. 14.
14. The man. The man kind of looks at all of you and then just slides his plate across the table to you all and then holds his hand up in surrender.
Oh no, give him it back. Come on.
I feel bad. Take it back, sir.
Gorham's
I didn't really want
ballsy.
this
That was
Shania grabs a bunch of it. Thank you, that was very tasty.
How do they just disappear into the shrouds? Or
Just smashing it against some shrouds.
Like the shroud, the mouth, there's a you know,
a slit.
There's a slit.
But it's just that, isn't it? It's like Cookie Monster.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very Muppet-esque.
the shrouds around his mouth, around your mouth, are just covered in just bits of food. It's just
Definitely.
really gross.
Why are you having
Big
breakfast?
stains.
Why are you having breakfast on your own?
But he's not got any friends.
Oh,
very nice, is it?
I'll be
Why
your
are
friend,
we
mate. What's
asking
your
these
name?
questions?
Oh yeah, your name's what? Is it
Alexander.
Alexander? I'll be your friend. My name's Fulton. Have a gold piece.
What?
Fulton
What are you
picks up a
doing?
gold piece.
That's really confusing.
Oh, you're my friend. I gotta keep you
Thanks, I
sweet.
guess.
Alright, you could.
Could you just lay out what exactly are the friendship criteria for you? Because like everyone's your friend.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a nice guy.
Unless they're a
You're
half
not a
orc.
nice guy.
Why?
You kill people.
Well, I killed the
Says
lizard,
he's a nice
aka dragon. I'm gonna tell people I
And-
killed
and
the
you
fucking
killed the
dragon.
skulls.
What?
I killed the dragon.
Well, I did a pretty
It
big
wasn't
shot
a
on it.
fucking
We all
dragon.
had a word with the dragon, lads. Let's just calm down about that.
I'm the dragon slayer.
It was a
Sorry.
lizard.
Alright, let's go back. I assume we've got to go back to the carnival then to find Fardeen.
Well,
That's what.
where he
Yes,
left crying.
This is a good
Yeah,
idea.
but I assume he lives there.
He flew away.
He does. I think
Hey, perhaps
Yeah, but he-
if we shout out, say, Fa-ding! Fa-ding!
I think
he will come flying back to us, yeah?
No,
he hates us. He hates us with a deep and raging passion.
So let's go.
No, I tell you what, I used to see him around the Winding Market.
Let's go to the
Winding Market. Alright, see you later, Alexander.
Alexander moved tables about 3 sentences ago.
Where did he go?
I take his sausage.
It's in Shania's mouth, so
I go to
put your hand in there.
Fulton just goes to the barman and says, "Hey, how much for a full breakfast, mate?"
2 copper.
Alright, can you give it to that fella Alexander? Can Fulton see where he is?
Yeah, he's still in the bar. He just moved to a table with some other people.
I point to where Alexander is and I say, "That fellow over there, give him this breakfast, okay?"
I tell him it's from the dwarf shop.
And a cup of yak's milk.
Tell him it's from the Danger Quilt.
Quell.
Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, the Danger Quellers.
I'm still not sure about it.
I think
not being
Club's
named
better.
after a quilt.
Well, I mean, what was this? I mean, what if it's like?
How about the Danger Can?
What if the quilt's armoured like my armoured skirt that I've got here? I've got a kilt on.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Caragor sort of like shows it off by flapping, and then there's sort of the leathery, armoury bit slap against his thighs in a very disconcerting way.
Did you get that from the old lady?
No, I didn't take a skirt. She was just in a treasure trove of vaults that we all got money and cash and.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, you picked that.
Yeah, but you made it sound like it is her clothes, and I do wear women's clothes. And
Maybe it was.
Well, no, it's not. Don't, lads, this isn't becoming a thing. We're not going to. Oh, Caragor took that old woman's skirt and now he wears it and calls it an armoured kilt. No, it's an armoured kilt. I took it from the vault.
I mean, did she clean it first?
She wasn't wearing it. Some other, I don't know, probably man was wearing it before me.
Shania's been enjoying the kilt slapping an awful lot.
Alright. The old Agnes Waldo in question is about 1/3 the size of Caragor. So if it were a kilt, it would be pretty tight.
Alright, let's go to the Winding Markets, I think. Yeah?
Alright, let's go to the Winding Market. We've all got friends there, haven't we?
Alright, so you leave having bought an all-day breakfast for a confused man. You leave Benevic's Tavern and make your way back up the hill, again back to the carnival. This
Am
time,
I right in thinking we learned nothing, really? I mean, Velda already knew everything that we learned from...
We're being pretty stupid.
Just checking, alright, great.
No, we learned that there is now a challenge
on
to kick that door in every time we go into that tavern.
Anytime we go to Benedict.
Mentally log that is the thing to do.
By the way, Dan, what was the tavern called?
the tavern is called Benevic's.
Oh, Benevic's.
Benevic's Tavern.
Okay, fine.
Belongs to a man named Benevic, who Em and Fulton have met. He's the proprietor. He's the guy you just bought some breakfast from.
See you, Benevic.
He kind of waves
See you,
to
Benevic.
both as you both leave. He's made some pretty
Goodbye,
good money out of it.
Benedict.
Good sausage, Benedict.
Thank you, Benadryl.
Let's go.
Continue to make friends and influence people.
Back to the carnival.
Wait, as I go out, as I go to close the door, I just stick my head back in again, put my leg round, and like raise my eyebrows as I raise my leg towards the door at Benevic. Just raise my leg.
He points at the barred sign.
I lower my leg. I shut the door. Then I put my head back in again and raise my leg, but then I shut it really quick.
He's gone back to doing something else.
Let's go.
You make your way back to the Winding Market, where you see Fez's bar, where you all met for the very first time. It is closed currently because nobody goes there anymore, because people get robbed and because it has a really bad entertainment. It's got a reputation for terrible entertainment and for drunken louts hanging around in it. So you ask around at the Winding Market. There is a very, very sad, shabby-looking tent that says Velda the Fortune Teller over it, with a sign saying closed until further notice.
Look at this piece of shit.
What is that? Is that
your tent? Yes, that's my tent. Alright, you bag of tent-hating dicks. Look, I couldn't afford a better one and it's seen better days, but it's alright, it polishes up.
It looks like shit, mate.
No wonder you don't have any money.
Your skirt's shit.
This place is very sad.
You need some money.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do need some fucking money, Fulton.
Oh, I've got loads.
He's
Look,
got
in my
lots
gold
of money.
pouch here. Look, oh, so much money.
You sicken me.
Asking around, you know that you need to head to the sideshow. That is where you're likely to find Fardeen. That's where he sits with the other freaks of the carnival.
Alright, let's go to the sideshow. Would I know anybody in the sideshow?
You know, you've been in there and seen them. You don't really know them personally. It's more proper carnival. This is the way Fardeen was more senior in the carnival than any of you were when that happened, even as a part of the sideshow. You guys are just sort of wannabe freaks rather than professional freaks.
Could I make a knowledge local check based on my time in the Winding Market to see if I'd met any of them or chatted or anything like that?
Yeah, you can do
knowledge local?
knowledge local to know kind of who know some of the different freaks.
Who people are.
Yeah, some of the different people who are there.
Oh, that would be a natural 1. Is that an automatic fail, or can I add?
You can add what you.
Okay, so 9.
A 9. Well, it's a good bonus, but no, you do not.
I don't make friends easily. That's Felder's thing.
Felder never went to the sideshow. Found it a bit weird.
Yeah, a bunch of freaks.
Made him feel uncomfortable seeing people with physical difficulties. Not that he's had a problem with it.
No, it fits the character. It's canon now. It's canon.
That is not canon. No, that is not canon.
Tell us on Twitter what you think about
Velda does not read the Daily Mail, right?
Seeing that this is where we're heading, Shania grabs Philippe's paw and goes, "Look, the sideshow, Philippe!" and skips.
You skip in the direction.
Monkey.
What's with Gary today?
Gary, man.
He's in a very good mood.
It's like
It's a very good move.
So for listeners, that's your monkey, your pet monkey.
Philippe is the
Philippe is the pet monkey, yes.
not just some French boy.
Demon monkey,
there was
to
a
be
time
exact.
we were going to call you Gary Philippe's owner.
That's
That was-
back in episode 1, I think you were
Yeah.
Philippe's owner for a little while. But
Memories.
cool. Okay, so you all apologies to Velda. You all make your way up towards the sideshow. Velda stops to sort of tip over a wheelchair ramp on his way. You make your way up to the sideshow. It is currently closed, however, there are no guards around it. The tent flap is just pulled shut, and you can hear the sound of voices from within. As you approach, you see a stable boy coming out with a fork full of hay, just dragging it out. He looks up and goes, "All right, can I help you?"
Yeah, mate, we're looking for Farty. Sorry, force of habit. Fardeen. No, Fardeen.
The grey man, you know him? You can find him for us, maybe, please, yeah?
Yeah, we all call him that as well. Farting, not the grey man. Why would you call him? Sounds a bit.
Well, he's grey and he's a man.
Yeah, but you don't just define people by the colour of their skin. That's just racist. That's. Anyways,
This is true.
he's in there. He's up the back, near the cages.
Can we go through?
Yeah. That's fine.
What's your name, boy?
My name's Michael.
Thanks, Mike.
He heads out.
Toss him a gold coin.
Shania hangs back a moment and says, "So, you do not define people by the colours of their skins?"
No, we're all freaks here, aren't we?
Shania grabs him by the face and gives him a wonderful hug.
You give him a hug, and as you do, you see that his knees are jointed in reverse, like his legs go the other way, kind of like an insect or a horse, like a horse. He has horse legs.
Remember, boy, you're not a freak, okay? It's what society deems you, but you're normal to me, and these guys as well. Probably, I don't know. No, probably not. Probably not Velda. He probably fucking hates you.
No, that is unfair. Good luck to you and best foot forward. That's what I can say. What?
What did you say?
I was trying to put his best foot forward.
Best foot forward?
Yes.
Was that...
What?
Well, I mean...
Well, it's a term of an expression, so to do well.
Yeah.
The little boy looks at Velda and just kind of scowls at him, and then nods to the rest. And goes, "You're all right, you lot are. Most of you."
Thanks, Michael.
Thank you, yes.
Thanks,
You
Michael.
are also very, very nice. I like you much.
Anyway, I better get back to shoveling the hay.
Can I call you Big Mike?
No.
Farewell.
Bye.
Velda, what are you doing? You didn't need to do that. Needed because he had funny
Are you
knees.
making a pun based on his disability? I mean, that's a bad thing to say.
I'm walking over.
I'm 3 foot. So
Yeah, I walk away from that.
Already.
I'm walking over to.
That's bad.
All right, you make your way into the sideshow tent. The tent is the circus is closed at the moment, so the tent is fairly dark within. It's only lit by a couple of torches stuck around the main pole. But you can see there are sort of various cages and various stages and things around with curtains pulled over them. In one corner between a couple of large metal cages, sitting on a box, eating some fruit, you see Fardeen the Panotti. He doesn't appear to have noticed you currently.
Shania runs over and says, Fardeen! Oh, the old friends of mine! Big hug.
Okay, you immediately put your hands on Fardeen. What are the rest of you going to do?
You're not really great with personal boundaries, are you, Gary?
Boundaries? I don't know the boundaries.
I just wait to him. Hello, Fardeen. You're right, mate.
What are you doing here?
We came to apologise.
We're sorry, Fardeen.
We want to be a friend.
Why?
Because you're a alright kid.
Aye, and we need something.
Yeah, and that as well.
That's it, is it?
I figured you'd appreciate honesty more than anything else.
Oh, and
We're prepared to give you.
you're all cruel, and then suddenly you need something from old Fardeen, and you come crawling back. Is that it?
We're not really crawling, we're just walking to you.
It's crawling. He's right, we're crawling. I'm
Look,
crawling.
give him a gold piece.
No, Fardeen. We were rude to you yesterday. We have had a lot to drink, and I think that affected our judgment of you, and I apologise on behalf of this group, who we still don't have a name yet, but I apologise.
I apologise.
Well, since you're saying that, I am glad you've come here. And you hear a noise from behind you, and stepping out from behind the cages on either side is an enormous muscled lady with a beard and a skeleton with no head, both of which are holding table legs in their hands. And that is where we leave it for tonight.
Yes!
Oh no.
I fucking called it when we found out there was a winged figure flying across the sky.